Hello everyone, for this review we've got the Transformers Studio Series 111 concept art Sunstreaker. This is from the Transformers Bumblebee movie, or what would have been in the Bumblebee movie. So on the front of the package we get to see this concept art. This actually looks pretty cool. This would have been a really good uh, character to have in the movie. We get to see Sunstreaker peeking out in the box. On this side, we've got a portrait of his head. On the other side, we've got more of a full body shot and kind of this blueprint scan line drawing at the bottom. Looks pretty cool. This also got this nice cutout of the Autobot symbol. And on the back, you get to see his robot mode, his vehicle mode. You get to see this diorama he comes with, and he is 19 steps, so he shouldn't take much effort to transform this guy. So far so good. The colors look pretty cool. Pretty impressive. Just looking through the box. So let's take him out the box and take a look at the robot mode. Okay, here he is out of the package. So far looking pretty cool. There is definitely a lot of yellow with some orange accents and some black gunmetal gray-ish accents. Um, the backdrop that he comes with is pretty nice. It resembles the scene from the beginning of the Bumblebee movie. It looks like it may be maybe put together, not like an actual scene. So that looks good. And let's kind of zoom in on the figure itself. He's got two guns, and I believe these can combine. Yep. So they mostly combine for vehicle mode, but put these in his hand. And he can wield two guns. You can also place these on the back, I believe. Yep. If I put it on the right side. So these can go on the back too. They'll peg into each other there. So you've got that. His articulation seems pretty good. He's got a ball joint on the head, but the way this is sculpted, there's uh not a lot of room for movement all over the place. And then part because of transformation, he's got this joint here. So there's some things you can do with the head. Um, he's got a hinge and rotation at the shoulder. It is a bit obstructed with this piece here, but that's fine. Um, Pretty standard single elbow. This hand is part of the forearm, so it doesn't move. He's got hinge on the hips. It's pretty tight. There is rotation at the hips. He's got a single knee, and he's got a hinge at the ankle, and there is tilt. It's very tight, but there's tilt at the ankle too on a separate joint. The colors are nice. You know, he's got silver on the face. He's got, it's hard to tell, but it's almost like they tried to do light piping but didn't. Like it's hard to see where the eyes are. They seem to be the same color as the windshield. He's got this silver detail on the pelvis, silver on the front of the shins, and then you see a lot of robot mode stuff on the back. I'm sorry, car mode stuff on the back. There's a lot of detail, but because of the yellow, it may not stand out as much. But the good thing is this yellow's not super bright. Um, Looking at this like in real life and looking at what this looks like on camera, the yellow on the camera is a little bit more on the, canary side, and it's definitely a little bit more like yellow, like base yellow, like cheese. So, um, looking good so far. Um, let's compare him with some other figures that he could have been in the movie with. So here's Braun. Here's poor Wheeljack before he became Pablo. The colors are kind of bright for matching up with the beginning of the movie. Maybe if he had more of this mustard yellow that Bumblebee has, he might look a little bit more like war-like. But then, the personality of Sunstreaker, he's kind of a he cares very much about the way he looks. So having the brighter colors could be more in the personality. And this is a concept figure, so who knows how much different he could have been had they pushed forward with bringing him into the movie. So at any rate, he's a cool figure so far. And let's just bring in Gamer Edition Sideswipe. And these designs blend well together. I mean, you could tell me, all three of these guys were in the Bumblebee movie, and I'd be like, yeah, yeah, that seems about right. So, mix and match your collection. I'd say put them all together. They look good together. Even with Wrong Universe Optimus, still looks pretty good. So let's get Sunstreaker into his vehicle mode and see what the vehicle mode looks like. Okay, so here we have Sunstreaker in vehicle mode. The the vehicle mode looks really nice. I like how they've got the transparent windows. The front, where you would imagine some headlights being, there is this nice blue contour line, and then he's got that orange carried over from the legs on the back. Those shoulder pieces form kind of a simulated spoiler and bumper, and then you can see that his guns form something similar to that exhaust intake, whatever that is, thing that he has on his G1 vehicle mode. It's got a nice wide profile. Makes me think a little bit about Armada Mirage a little bit. from the style of it. He does have wheels, and they do turn. It's an interesting visual to see these things spin on the inside, but they do spin, and he looks pretty cool. And just to put him with Sideswipe again, and this is where they kind of verge off a little bit. A lot of the video game stuff, they didn't have simulated windshields. There's something like a front of a car going on, but not really. And this movie design definitely has a simulated windshield. So this is one place where the designs kind of veer off and aren't very cohesive. It didn't take much to transform them. And definitely easier than Sideswipe. And I think overall the transformation was pretty satisfying. Didn't have to use any instructions to do it. So um, there's that. So good vehicle mode. I think overall it's a good figure, and definitely if you're collecting these Studio Series movie figures, you're gonna want this guy. He does he doesn't quite blend in perfectly with the movie stuff, but it's pretty close. And if you like Sunstreaker, you know, you're gonna want to have this character anyway. So thanks for watching. Tune in for some more videos coming up. And again, thanks, and see you next time.